If you're a student, you know exactly how expensive tertiary tuition can be. That's why student loans are there, to help you manage the financial responsibilities that come with tuition. These student loans are different in comparison to scholarships or grants. However, there are a few things you need to remember that can help you manage student finances even more. Welcome to InvestForge. If you enjoy this type of content, then subscribe and hit the bell icon so you never miss out on any of our latest and greatest uploads. So, you want to go to college, or maybe continue on to grad school, but you feel like the only way to make it happen is by taking out student loans. Hold it right there. Let me speak to you real quick before you sign on the dotted line. Hey, I'm all for getting an education, but I want you to leave college feeling free to start your career, not weighted down and stressed out by the bondage of student loan debt. And while everyone says student loans are there to help you, what they don't tell you is just how much they truly cost you. And I'm not just talking about money, honey. Before you decide to sign for a loan, no matter the dollar amount, you need to know exactly how student loans work. And spoiler alert, student loans are not the best way to pay for college. As a matter of fact, I want you to totally scratch student loans off your list of options. How do student loans work? When you take out a student loan, you borrow money, either from the government or a private lender, to pay for college tuition and other education costs. The student loan has to be paid back, along with the interest that builds up over time, and your repayment options and interest rate depend on the type of student loan you have. So that's the short answer, but let's break that down. How do you get a student loan? People can get federal student loans by filling out the free application for Federal Student Aid, or FAFSA. Students share their financial information, or their parents if they're a dependent, on the form, which is then sent to the student's school of choice. The financial aid office at each school crunches some numbers to figure out how much, or if any aid the student qualifies for, and then sends them an award letter with all the details about their financial aid offer. Heads up, they love using financial aid as a blanket term, so you forget that it's actually debt. But don't be fooled into thinking it's free money, because it's not. These are loans you have to pay back. Hard pass. The truth is, financial aid could come in the form of student loans, or it could come in the form of scholarships and grants. And it's important to understand the difference. And that's why I still recommend filling out the FAFSA. Just make sure you only accept the free money, aka scholarships and grants, so you stay in the no-loan zone. Students can apply for private student loans straight from the lender, usually after they've tapped out their federal financial aid. But for both federal loans and private loans, the student has to sign a promissory note. Sounds scary, right? That's a legal document where the student promises to repay the loan plus interest, and it includes all the terms and conditions of the loan. Signing a promissory note is kind of like signing away your freedom. Think I'm kidding? Nope, not even a little bit. Types of student loans. There are two main types of student loans, federal and private. Federal loans are issued by the government, while private loans can be issued through a bunch of different sources, like banks, schools, credit unions, or state agencies. Federal student loans. Direct subsidized loans, also called subsidized Stafford loans, are undergraduate loans for students who show financial need based on their FAFSA. The government pays the interest for you until it's time to start paying the loan back. Once you leave school, or you drop below a certain number of enrolled hours, there's a 6-month grace period before you have to start repaying the loan and interest begins to build up. Direct unsubsidized loans, also called unsubsidized Stafford loans, these are undergraduate or graduate loans not based on a student's financial need. With subsidized loans, the government doesn't cover the interest while you're in school, meaning you'll need to pay the interest or your loan balance will grow. Direct plus loans. These are loans that graduate students can take out for themselves or that parents can take out for their dependent students. In that case, it's called a Parent Plus loan. You usually have to fill out a separate application from the FAFSA and pass a credit check. Direct consolidation loans. If you already have student loans, a direct consolidation loan lets you combine multiple federal student loans into one loan with one loan servicer. But while you might get a lower monthly payment, you're also extending the length of your loan, which could keep you in debt longer. Private student loans. All you need to know about private student loans is that they're usually more expensive and have higher interest rates than federal loans. Plus, you may have to start paying back your private loans while you're still in school. It's up to the lender to decide all of the terms and conditions of the loan, but they're usually not good. Also, since private loans are based on your credit score, most students need a cosigner for the loan, which is a terrible idea with a capital T. What can student loans be used for? Student loans can be used to pay for anything education-related, which in this case is pretty broad. In fact, you can use student loans to cover things like college and tuition fees, room and board, books and supplies, computers and other needed technology, lab fees, parking fees, study abroad expenses, off-campus housing and utilities, groceries, childcare if you have a dependent child, car expenses, miscellaneous personal expenses like bedding, a microwave, eating out, clothes, etc. But listen up, just because you can take out student loans and use them for whatever you want, it doesn't mean you should. Because the more you take out, the more you'll have to pay back later. Again, this isn't free money. And with that, we've reached the end of this video. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for content just like it.